Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Fantasy Gravy. Are you ready to dive in, Stu?
Yeah, today we've got a good show for you guys. We've got the injuries player for each team. We got Brad and Stu's consensus power rankings, trades of the week, WAB sweepstakes. We got the big board of bets and matchup predictions of the week.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. And I guess to Stu, go ahead and get into those injuries.
Yeah, we've got Matt, O.J. Howard, sprained MCL.
Yep, out 2 to 4 weeks, and it looks like somebody already picked up Cameron Brate.
I would be that guy. I would be that guy.
Smart. And then that's the only injury we have for Matt.
It would be really smart pick for me if my other tight end wasn't on bye this week also.
Oh, yeah, that one hurts a little bit.
Yeah. It's all good, though.
Yeah. And then with Rod, you have Will Fuller with a hamstring injury, limited practice, but they said he's probable to play Sunday, so that's good.
It is. And then we've got Kaprovic with 2 injuries. Now, Rob Gronkowski had an ankle injury all week, but he did play tonight, so we'll just kind of skip over that one. T.Y. Hilton, I feel this one because in my family league, he's hurt as well. Pulled a hammy, out at least this week.
Yeah, and then, that's not good. That's not good. Oprah could really EY in this game. And then Vince, I'm sorry, man, Leonard Fournette. He was full go, and then apparently he wasn't because he pulled that hamstring, and that hammy has him out indefinitely. They say at least 2 to 4 weeks, more toward the 4-week side. They're just going to ride TJ Yeldon and Corey Grant until he is completely 100% healthy.
Yeah, no, totally agree. That's the reason why I think you wanted to trade him away. Yeah, and then we also have the Seahawks defense. Earl Thomas, the safety, broken leg.
Yeah, broke his leg.
I have never seen.
Hey, did you? Oh, but Eric Ebron just got his second touchdown of the game.
Golly, Mo.
Yeah, the swoop guy was about to have another touchdown. And they called him down at the 1-inch line, and instead of just running it, they did a play action to Eric Ebron.
Golly. Okay.
Mo has the fantasy 4-leaf clover so far up his ass.
God, it's like touching his tongue on the opposite side. Brad, I've never seen a player get hurt and then flip off their own team as they're leaving.
Yeah, I don't blame Earl Thomas. This is one of those things where he was in the same situation as
Le'Veon
Bell was franchise tagged, was asked to be traded. Several times he was almost traded to the Chiefs and the Cowboys. And after he broke his leg, Le'Veon Bell came out and said, I made the right decision.
Yep.
Because basically it's what it is. It's a business. It's a business decision, and that just cost him a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Le'Veon Bell is looking like the smart one here because yes, he's losing money, but he's not hurt right now. He can still go to another team.
The thing is, he'd rather give up the money now for 1 year to get the guaranteed money for 5 years.
Yep.
And I don't blame a player on that. I really, really don't. But that's still a big hit to that Seahawks defense. They were already pretty shoddy. I'm pretty sure Vince dropped them, which was the right move.
So, but our next injury is Adam. Who is it, Brad?
The nastiest injury of the year, Tyler Eifert.
I watched this video and I stopped.
Injury?
No, I watched it and I was like, nope, can't look at this anymore. I'm gonna puke.
Oh, that was so bad. Oh, I feel the guy's made out of glass. I feel bad. I almost feel like he should just not come back. Maybe this is a sign saying you need to be retired. Because if he does come back, he's not going to get a big contract. He was on a 1-year prove-it deal. If he does come back, it's going to be on a cheap 1-year prove-it deal. And Lovick, Dalvin Cook says he's less than 100%. He didn't practice on Wednesday. I didn't check his status today, but
I'm checking it right now.
Not trending good. I think if he does play again, he's going to be on a snap count. But with the weapons they have, they don't need to rush Dalvin Cook.
It's Dalvin Cook. Thursday was not a participant.
Oh, see, missed both days. That more than likely Dalvin Cook ain't playing Sunday. Yep. And what hurts more is he picked up Gio, and Gio ain't playing Sunday either.
Nope.
Gio was not practicing again. And now from I'm hearing Joe Mixon's a full go. So good news for Dixon. Joe Mixon's in. Giovanni Bernard's out, but Lovick, I mean, you picked up Gio on waivers, and he gave you a good ride. So, I mean, you can't be mad at it. Nope. And then Day loses Will Disley. Big Montana. Suffered from torn patella. Done for the year.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's just rough. I mean, it was a good pickup for Day, but he's drop him and go on. Now, Dixon. We've got Joe Mixon. That's kind of funny. Dixon Mixon.
The good news. Joe Mixon's back, but Stu, who's out?
Devontae Adams.
Here's the thing. He was put in a limited practice on Monday and Tuesday, and then he got downgraded during the week. That is never good. He ain't playing Sunday. If I had to bet money, he ain't playing. Which if you start Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry, Day, I would think about not doing it because Cobb's out. More likely, Geronimo Allison has a clear concussion protocol. He's out, and Devontae Adams is out. This is an Aaron Jones game.
Aaron Jones and Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, I agree. Those are the only players to play. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'd avoid starting Aaron Rodgers. And then Zeke battling through knee and ankle injuries, but he's probable for Sunday night. You should have nothing to worry about. And Devontae Freeman is going to be back on week 5. You definitely needed that. But it's tricky playing somebody like Devontae Freeman when they come back because are they going to be on a snap count like Dalvin Cook? More than likely, he is. The Falcons do not need to run the ball right now. So
isn't Tevin Coleman hurt too? Isn't Tevin Coleman hurt?
Yes, but they also have the Ito Smith kid too.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I mean, he might be forced to play more than they wanted him to here, but maybe not. Maybe they hold him hard to the snap count.
Yeah. And with it being the game, I think it's going to be with neither one having a defense. It's both teams are going to be passing the entire game.
Yeah, so, I mean, at this point, it's
likely that's what they have.
The Falcons are going to be a team you want to play against, your players to play against each week. Their defense is bad, and they're losing right now. So even if they win this one, they still need to continue to win. And so the Falcons players are going to be amazing because they're going to have to keep scoring a bunch to keep up with their defense being so bad. And their record's so bad, they need to keep winning just to stay relevant.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle because, like you said, if your team's facing them, no matter what, that their defense is so bad, it forces Atlanta to throw, and because it forces them to throw, it forces your team to throw. It's just it's perfect. It's a perfect storm.
Yep. Well, this week we actually have no trade recaps.
Woo! There was almost one. One almost went down between Matt, but it fell through.
Yeah, I mean that happens. It's we needed a lull. We've had quite a few weeks of big trades, and it's probably going to be a dry season for a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that day we had trades go down on Sunday.
Yeah, that was
never
happened. No, that was absolutely crazy.
Oh yeah, but all right, that's no trades. So if we want to, we go on to
Here we go. At number 12, we have Sammy with an I.
Sam.
Playing Mo.
Sam. You might be at 12 next week because Sony Michelle with some late game magic.
Yeah. I mean, you've got an uphill battle. The podcast that a bunch of us listen to talk about it all the time. You can still come back from 5-0. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not going to be fun, but you might need to start trading some pieces you don't want to manufacture wins.
Yeah.
It's going to have to happen at some point. Otherwise, you're just going to end up in that last place bowl and hope your team develops for that 1 week.
Sam, if I were you, I wouldn't trade Zeke, but I would definitely field some offers for Devontae Freeman. He's gonna bring in something just because of name and potential. That would be a guy I would go ahead and seek a trade for if I were you. And I would drop players like Devontae Parker. There's no reason for him to be on your team. That man's a trash bag. He's no good. But other than that, I would stream quarterbacks. You got Alex Smith goes to New Orleans. That's a smart play. I don't blame you for doing that one. I wish you didn't because I'm facing you. But yeah, you got some work to do, Sam. But you can crawl out of this. You can.
It'll be interesting to see. At number 11, we've got Day. You're not the worst team, but you're also struggling through injuries, a bad draft, some just bad luck in general. So you've won a couple of more games than you had thought you were going to. You have to pay attention to the waiver wire and actually use the waiver wire a little more on Tuesdays. But I think you can at least possibly shoot for purgatory.
Yeah. I love him starting Melvin Gordon and Aaron Jones this week. Of course, Melvin Gordon will start every week. I love him keeping Aaron Jones, not trading him.
Yep.
Kenny Galladay, Day, he is a start every week. Kenny Galladay is a must start every week. I love the D.D. Westbrook and the flex against Kansas City. That was a good move by Day. I like that.
I agree. At number 10, we've got Vince. The previous champs having a bit of bad luck himself.
Yeah. What's going on with that, Mr. Browntown? Yeah, he did get 8 points out of his kicker tonight, but the problem is I think that's not going to be enough. He's got decent matchups though this week, so he could make it closer than what it needs to be against Dixon. I'm sorry, against Matt. But I don't know. Matt's wide receiver core, it's ridiculous. Philadelphia is actually bad against the receivers right now, and the guy who's been matching up against Stephon Diggs gives up like a 60%, something ridiculous like success rate when he's targeted. And then Juju Smith-Schuster's against Atlanta. We just talked about Atlanta's defense. And then Brandon Cooks against an Earl Thomas-less Seattle. Yeah. Good luck, Vince. You're going to need Drew Brees to go off for a bunch of points.
You need Drew Brees, you need Lamar Miller, and you need Antonio Brown and Kittle to just go nuts.
Well, Lamar Miller, I don't think will against Dallas.
No.
Lamar Miller has been just terrible. I'm a Texans fan, but just as Charles Barkley would say, terrible. Just terrible. And then Matt's got Cam Newton go against the Giants, so his quarterback has good matchups. It's an uphill battle. And then I lost place, dude.
Number 9, we have Krovic.
Yep, number 9's CoPro. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Daddy Daycare is having some troubles. He is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's Gronkowski not being played tonight for 10 points. In the tight end world, 10 points is amazing. So that was, I mean, my thought on Gronk. If Gronk plays in my lineup.
Yeah, so he didn't start Gronk?
No, he put Jesse James in front of him.
What?
Yeah, I'm playing him this week, and
What?
I was very happy about it.
What? Co-pro. I. Oh. You have to start Gronk every week. He's a must start every week.
I mean, to his credit, Gronk missed a couple of games practices this week. He was hesitant. If Jesse James goes off for more than 10 points, he'll look like a genius. But
he's gonna look like a genius. But Co-pro, okay, this week's fine. Next week and the rest of the year, don't do it unless it says the word BYE or IA next to Gronk's name.
Yep, that's how it's gonna have to go. Because
I have you beaten him this week. Oh man, oh poor Co-pro. And then number 8, we have the man himself. He doesn't like sugar, but he loves fantasy football. It's Rod.
Diabetes.
Yeah, and Rod, I'm sorry, but freaking Mo.
Yeah.
Tonight. 60.7 points tonight.
Predicted at 143 points. Little predicting machine right there has been low every single week.
Yeah. James White, 18.7 points. Eric Ebron, 30 points. And then out of nowhere, Josh Gordon with only two catches, but one of them was like a 50-yard touchdown. It says one catch on here. It says two
one catch. It may have been called back for a penalty. Yeah, so it's 50 yards and one touchdown.
So he had one target and it went for 12 points. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Mo is just Mo is going to be the number 1 seed. It's really hard to see him not being the guy while the rest of us are just knocking each other over here.
He is the fantasy GOAT this year. It's just
just how it is. Yes, he is. And you better watch out, Adam, because Mo might be going for your guru title. And then number 7 is the guru, Adam. And he's 2-2. I mean, Adam's there.
He's sneaky.
Not going anywhere.
He is being sneaky. He's tied with like half the rest of the league at 2-2. So there are only 2 teams that are 3-1, one that's 4-0, and almost all the rest of us are 2-2. So it's a little crazy right now.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, bad looks, but only luck. Let's see, though. He has 40 points tonight, though. He got 30 points out of Andrew Luck. Tom Brady got 36. And then he got 10 points out of Julian Edelman in his flex. And then Lovett got 9 out of Gostkowski. That's a close game. It's 45-40.
Yeah.
It's less than a 5-point game.
Yeah, Andrew Luck came back and had a good game.
Here's the thing. Dalvin Cook is the RB2 for Lovick, and that's scary. While Adams got Adrian Peterson against New Orleans, and Jay Ajayi's back.
Michael freaking Thomas with Washington.
Yeah, and then Calvin Ridley and Vance Dance. And then Matt Prater there, and
the only person I don't really like is Ajayi versus Miami or Minnesota.
Yeah, but
that's the
overall,
only one.
Though, this could be. But then Lovick's rolling the dice with Amari Cooper, or Amari Cooper. So that could be a lot closer than we think it is. And then right after Adam, number 6 is his brother, Mr. Matthew Shepard.
The Sheps are going for purgatory and going for that last spot. The Sheps are going for purgatory in the last spot for playoffs right now.
Yeah, good for you, Matt. Good team, solid. Like I said, we talked about earlier, your wide receiver core is good. Like I said, you probably don't need to make trades, Matt. You probably just need to leave it Cooks, Smith-Schuster, Diggs. But if you do, I'd make sure I get a wide receiver return and a running back because that's what you need. And I think that's what you're going for because Deion Lewis is your RB2 and yeah, good pickup of Nick Chubb though. Good pickup.
No, I completely agree.
Yeah, and then number 5, woo, it's me, Stu, and I'll take it. Good week last week, nice little scoregasm, and started off this week pretty good with Sony Michelle. Yes, I've always been a Sony man myself. Not too big on.
Yeah, I mean, you were definitely up there in points. Your team is looking nice this year for sure. All these trades seem to be working out for you, and you seem to have calmed down this week at least for trading.
Yeah, whoever is in my starting lineup now is probably never going to get traded. I'm pretty happy with it. And then number 4 is you, sir, Stu.
I'm trying to stay up.
Yeah,
there.
but you're losing to CoPro.
Yeah, because I didn't have anybody play this week.
Yeah, you haven't had anybody go. He started Rodgers, who went off for 66 yards and 6. So he had 12.12 points on you.
He's predicted.
And then number 3,
he's predicted
we
100
got
points.
Dixon.
Yep. No, he's had a low key good season so far. He's 3-1. His points per game are just about what everybody else is around him. He's having a good.
He's just got a really good, solid team. I love Jarvis Landry in the flex. Perfect flex play. He picked up Jared Cook, who's been going off. Let's see if he keeps up against the Chargers. If he has an Eric Ebron game too, I just don't know what fantasy football is anymore. I like Matthew Stafford against Green Bay. Todd Gurley, of course. Joe Mixon's back. Devontae Adams may not play, but I mean he's got John Brown he picked up. He could throw in that role.
Oh, he's had John Brown.
Oh,
he's had John Brown for a while. Also, Jared Cook. I've heard rumors that he could be a top 5 wide receiver the rest of the year. He had 30 points last week.
Yeah, freaking Jared Cook. What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, he does this every year, and then he doesn't do anything. And of course, this year he continues to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dixon, your top 3, number 3 man, and then number 2, man, who's in a tight race right now with Adam, and that's Lovick.
Yeah.
And oh boy, okay, I thought it was so darn funny. So Tom Brady throws a bullet to Chris Hogan, and it goes through his hands, and it's picked off, and it's an interception. And then right after that, I think like the next series, he does it again, and it's off Gronk.
Yep.
And it's an interception.
See,
then Lovick gets all excited, and he puts on there. He goes, "Yes, they changed it to a fumble." And then I put in there. I said, "No, they need to change that back to a pick because he didn't have possession." And then I got home, I turned it on, and right when I turned it on, the announcers announced, "Yep, they've now re-switched it back from a fumble to an interception."
Yeah, I was shocked that it wasn't a fumble. I thought he actually had full possession of it, and then it popped out of his hands. Personally,
Yeah,
because I watched it live, and I thought he dropped it.
I was just playing with Lovick, but either way, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But either way, it's still like I feel bad. It's still like he got 36 points out of Brady. He could have had a 40 burger, but he got robbed of those points because his receivers have had rocks for hands. So yeah, I love it. You're at number 2, and then of course
no
number
surprise,
1.
We have number
one for a while.
Is Mo,
the Shank Master himself.
Yep.
Mo. Boo. Boo. It's gonna be a while before somebody knocks Mo off that perch, though. He's up there.
Yeah, it's gonna take one of the top teams like me, Lovick, Dixon, you, Adam, Matt. It's gonna take one of the top 6 to have to take him down, and it might have to be during these buys. It's gonna have to be like a big bye week for him.
I won't face Mo again until like the end of the year because I faced him early on, so have to be somebody else. But yeah, those are our power rankings. I guess if you want to, we can go on and get to the waiver picks.
All right, let's go to the WAB budgets and big waiver wire pickups.
Yep. We got Michael Day with his full wallet. He has his T-shirt on, and he is not swimming in the fancy gravy. He is not liking the party, and he wants to go home. And then we got Dixon with 94 and Rob with 90. They just dipped their toes in the gravy. And then Vince is at 84. Sam's at 80. They're up to their knees. And then we got Mo at 79 and you, Stu, at 75. You guys are just waiting around in it. And then Adam's at 45 and Copro's at 40. They're swimming in the fantasy gravy. And then Matt is at 17. He has dove into the fantasy gravy. And then Lovick has 9 left. I have 5, and we are drowning and probably dead.
Yeah.
We are at the bottom of the pool.
You guys are not going to win a single defense in streams the rest of the year.
Fun fact, the Ravens defense ain't leaving my team. For the rest of this.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice there. I didn't realize Matt had gotten that low. That's a little crazy.
Yeah. And don't worry, some people are going to catch up to us a little bit. But yeah, the good waiver ads I liked. I liked the Grant ad by Sam just because it was so depleted. I'm glad Grant didn't get a touchdown. Oh, I was really worried about that. I thought he's going to get a garbage time touchdown, but he didn't. So, but still, that was a good dart throw by Sam. D.D. Westbrook, like I said, by day, I like it. Dude, I love you picking up Kiki Kute, wide receiver he played at Texas Tech.
Well, you beat me to him in the Dynasty League, and I was pissed.
Yeah, he's still out there. I think
you dropped him. You did.
You dropped him. Dropped him. So he's back out there in Dynasty. I picked up Hayden Hurst. Got in for Baltimore. He's their first round pick. He's coming. He's playing his first game this week.
That'll be interesting.
We'll see. Because I gave up all those trades for those tight ends for Travis Kelce, I want to make sure I had a young tight end.
Yeah.
And then, and then the Titans defense against the Bills, you picked them up. You beat me on them. That was the defense I was trying to get.
That's what happens when you have fantasy WAB budget left.
Yeah. And then, I spent a lot. And then Evan Ingram got picked up by Adam. I like that pickup because he's going to be back soon. And then, especially because tight end is so freaking thin. And then Nick Chubb, running back by the Browns, got picked up by Matt. I think that's a good pickup. He looked explosive. And then Corey Davis, I repicked him up.
You've dropped and picked that guy up like 16 times.
Yeah, I don't know how I got him back. Well, the thing is, I dropped him because against the matchup, I didn't think Corey Davis was going to do anything.
Yeah.
And then he went off, and I was like, crap, and I got to go back and get him. So Corey Davis ain't leaving my bench again either.
Yeah.
Because it's out that he's actually good.
Well, that's one where you beat me on WAB for that one because I did put in for him.
Yeah. I think I bet 20 on him.
I thought about it originally, and I took it back.
But Kiki Kute's good. If Will Fuller doesn't play, Kiki is the must start. So they love him there. And then, no new bets this week. We didn't have a single one.
We did. I'm pretty sure is here. Let's check something real quick. Let's get an update on one of these real quick. Let's see. What is Tyreek Hill right now?
Oh, yeah. What is Tyreek Hill? He's got to be up there.
He is wide receiver number 10.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm losing the liquor bet right now, but I'm still winning the water bet.
Let's see here. You said wide receiver ranks season. Oh, I got put. 1 second. I got says all available, all players. Here we go. Yeah, he's wide receiver 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you know who's ahead of him? Well, that says that's editor rank. Hold on a second. That's not actual rank.
Oh, okay.
In here. Here we go. The number 1 wide receiver is actually Calvin Ridley.
That's ridiculous.
Tyreek Hill is number 9. Nope, Tyreek Hill's still number 10.
Yep.
The top 10 wide receivers, if you guys are interested, so far is for the season, it's Calvin Ridley 1, Deshaun Jackson 2, Cooper Kupp 3, Adam Thielen 4, Mike Evans 5, Michael Thomas 6, Golden Tate 7, AJ Green 9, DeAndre Hopkins 10, Tyreek Hill 11.
I'm okay with having 2 of the top wide receivers in the league.
Somebody, yeah. Let's see here. Let me go to stats. Let me see right here. Let's just do 2018 season. Let's see here. My computer's being weird, but you all get it. You all get the point.
Let's go ahead and move to the
Brad and Stu's magical predictions of the week.
At number 1, we have Brad over Sam. Sam's on a bit of a bad luck streak. Brad's got a good, solid team. I think it's going to be pretty easy for Brad this week.
Yeah, sorry, Sam, but I am Sting, and I am coming out of the rafters. Except my baseball bat's like Lucille from The Walking Dead, and we got Mo over Rod, and that's going to be the pooper game of the week because Mo already has 60 points, and Rod's team is going to poop the bed.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. It's just going to be domination, Rod bend over, and get a shank. That's pretty much how that's going to go.
Just like what my team did to Rod in Dynasty. Sorry, Rod. Don't salt in the wound there.
And then we have Dixon over Day.
Yeah, that's going to be close.
It's going to be closer than we originally predicted. They're both having a pretty good week so far, 0-0. It's crazy. I mean, they're just tied for points right now.
Yep. And then we got Matt over Vince.
This is actually our game of the week.
Yes,
crazy
it's
close.
Looking like it already.
Yeah,
40-45.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game just like this. Matt, I think, is going to squeak it out. Just because, I mean, last week he almost came back and beat me. So I think he's going to have a good week. I think Vince is going to probably have a good week. It's going to be close.
I think he's going to have a good week. I think it's going to be a Kareem Hunt game because they're playing Jacksonville, and they're going to have to do a lot of dump-offs to the running back.
Yep. Totally agree.
Yep. And then Lovick over Adam, which is pretty close.
Yeah, so far. I think Lovick will... Lovick should win the week pretty heavily, but I think Adam's got some sneaky plays in here. With Evans being out for Lovick this week, Gio being out, it's a little rough at the running back position for him. So it'll be interesting. And then the last matchup.
Yeah, the last matchup we have. Oh, well, we can go ahead and say it's Stu because I lost my document.
It's me over. It's me over Provic. Yeah. I was like, Brad got real quiet.
There.
So
we got you over CoPro. Yeah, I think he benched Gronk, so you deserve to lose CoPro. I'm sorry, you don't ever bench Gronk.
He's
don't
your
bench
team
Gronk.
Mascot. He literally is in your team name.
Oh, man, maybe that's why Gronk didn't play. He was still on the party bus. He just never got off.
The only week where Cousins probably isn't going to be in my lineup is going to be his bye. And I could even say just fuck it, and I'll put him in my lineup the week he plays.
Now, I like to correct myself. I said we're talking about Vince and Matt being the game of the week, and I was like, yeah, it's already 40-45. Correction, that's Lovick and Adam.
Yes.
Vince is leading the charge against Matt 8-0.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
But
It's gonna be nasty.
we have a double game of the week again. Can we do like a double game of the week and have Lovick and Adam as the second game?
I'm down. Let's go. Double.
Let's
game
do
of
it.
the
All
week.
right. Oh, now Stu, we're talking about the wide receivers. I actually haven't pulled up the corrected thing. I was going with the week 4 stats.
All right.
For the season fantasy points, the number 1 wide receiver is Adam Thielen. Number 2 is Michael Thomas, and number 3 is Tyreek Hill.
There we go.
You are winning that bet.
Nice.
Yeah. Number 4 is Mike Evans. 5 Deshaun Jackson. 6 Golden Tate. 7 DeAndre Hopkins. 7's Calvin Ridley. 8, Cooper Kupp. Juju Smith-Schuster comes at number 9. 10, Brandon Cooks. That's right. Julio Jones is out of the top 10 and at 11.
Is AB not there?
Antonio Brown is, let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's number 20.
Holy
Antonio
crap.
Brown is wide receiver 20. John Brown has more fantasy points than Antonio Brown. It's by
crazy.
3.
That is
but
crazy.
Still, Tyler Boyd has more fantasy points than Antonio Brown. Emmanuel Sanders has more points than Antonio Brown. Robert Woods has more points than Antonio Brown.
That is absurd.
Yes. Now, Antonio Brown's got 59.7 fantasy points, while looking over here, Juju Smith-Schuster has 72.
That is upsetting for multiple people.
Yeah. He has like 150 more receiving yards than Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster.
That's crazy. And Matt paid way less.
Juju's only got 1 touchdown, and Antonio's got 3. So when it comes down to it, I think Antonio's yards are still going to be there.
Oh yeah, they're going to come. He's going to have a second better half of the year, or he's Antonio Brown. I don't see him. He's not going down just yet.
Yeah, that's all right. Guess who is wide receiver 25?
Who's that?
Odell Beckham Jr.
Golly, that's rough.
But I don't think it stays this way. Wide receivers like Antonio Brown and Odell Beckham, they can have like just a random like 180-yard, 3-touchdown game, and all of a sudden, boom, they're the top 10.
I agree.
That's what makes players like that so valuable, is because their ceiling is so high, and usually their floor is pretty safe. But it's because they're throwing so much. We've had so much throwing in the league this year. It's made it a lot of fun to watch, and the fancy points are fun. It's not good when they're against you, but no. Yeah.
It's not. Well, guys, I think that's all we've got for you this week. Brad, you got anything else before we head out of here?
No. Only thing I got is, Sam, it doesn't matter what you think.
All right, guys. May your injuries be low and your points be high. Have a good one.
All right. You guys have a good one.
Bye.